trying to hold on to the plan, even though I can't really see anything in sight. And honestly, that has been hard because I do have a plan. I have ideas. I know what I'm working toward. I'm taking the steps. I'm doing what I can. But when you keep showing up and nothing around you is looking like it's moving yet, it really starts messing with you. You start wondering if you're wasting your time. You start questioning whether you've made the wrong decision. You start thinking maybe you need to abandon the whole thing and do what looks safer, more practical, more acceptable to everyone else. That's a part of uncertainty I've been sitting with. It's not only that I don't know exactly what's coming next. It's that I'm also carrying the idea about what my life was supposed to look like by now. I turned 40 this year, and if you would have asked 25-year-old me what my life would look like by 40, I would have painted a very different picture. I would have said I'd have my career figured out, the relationship, the financial security, my family all under one roof. I would have thought there would be more certainty, I guess, a little more proof that everything had worked out. Instead, I'm in a season where so much feels uncertain. And what makes that uncertainty even heavier is everything society tells you about where we should be by a certain age. So by now you should have accomplished this. By now you should have this much money. By now you should have a partner. By now you should essentially be settled. And, like by now you should know exactly what you're doing. And nobody necessarily sits us down and kind of gives us this checklist, but somehow we end up just carrying it. And when our lives don't match the picture that we're given, we rarely question the picture. We typically question ourselves. We start wondering, like, what did we do wrong? Where did we kind of miss our chance? Whether we are behind, whether somebody else knows something that we don't. I've been kind of watching myself do that lately, wondering if I made a wrong turn, wondering if I should be doing more, wondering if I should let go of what I actually want and choose something that makes more sense on paper. And that's just more practical. And I don't have some clear inspirational answer for that yet. I'm still in it. I'm still learning how to move through uncertainty without allowing fear, comparison, or other people's expectations, to really make every decision for me. I'm learning how to trust myself when I don't have proof yet. Maybe that's what trust actually feels like, not being completely calm, not knowing everything will work out, not having some perfect sign that really confirms you're on the right path. Maybe trust is continuing to move with intention while admitting that you're scared. Maybe trust is taking the next step without demanding to see the whole staircase. Maybe trust is staying connected to yourself when everything around you is kind of telling you, panic. So if you're in that season where nothing feels clear, where you're trying to hold on to a plan you can't fully see, this moment right now is for you. And honestly, it's for me also. So I want to reflect a little bit before we kind of, I like a good breath. So before we get into that, I really want to leave you with two questions to kind of get the juices flowing, right? Not because you need to answer them perfectly, not because you need to figure out your life today. Just kind of let them sit with you. So, question number one: whose timeline have I been measuring my life against? And did I ever consciously choose it? Take a moment with that. Whose voice do you hear when you think you should be further along? Is it yours? Is it your family's? Is it society's? Is it someone you saw growing up? Is it the version of your life you thought you had to create in order to be seen as successful? Just kind of notice what comes up. And question two: if I stopped forcing certainty, what would trusting myself look like in this season? And again, not forever, not fixing the next 5 years, this season, just this season. What would it look like taking just one small step? What would it look like resting without calling yourself lazy? What would it look like asking for help? What would it look like releasing a plan that no longer feels like yours? Would it look like staying committed a little longer? Um, Even though you cannot see the results yet? Again, you don't have to answer right now. Just really let the questions meet you where you are. So let's put the questions down and kind of get into the space where we move into the breath and really let those questions sit with you, or not. Just giving yourself just the space to breathe, not solve, just breathe. Sometimes the most loving thing that we can do for ourselves is stop demanding an answer for a few minutes. So, wherever you are, allow yourself to get comfortable. And if it feels safe for you, let's gently close your eyes. Let your hands rest wherever they naturally fall. Notice the surface beneath you. Notice that in this moment, you are supported. And begin to notice your breath exactly as it is. You don't need to deepen it. You don't need to control it. You don't need to perform this moment correctly. Just notice the inhale and notice the exhale. Stay there, breathing as you are, being as you are. There is nowhere else you need to be right now. Nothing you need to solve, nothing you need to prove. When your mind wanders toward the what's coming next, just gently bring yourself back to this breath. When your mind starts searching for answers, gently come back to this breath. When fear starts creating stories about everything that could go wrong, gently come back to this breath. You do not need the entire plan in this moment. You only need to be here. With this inhale and this exhale, allow yourself to sit in the stillness. Allow yourself to exist without trying to fix anything. For these next few moments, you are not behind. You are not late. You are not failing. You are simply here, breathing, listening, learning how to stay with yourself, taking a few more quiet moments right here. Continue noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. Whenever you are ready, begin to deepen your breath slightly. Take a slow inhale through your nose and gently release it. Take another full breath in and slowly let it go. Begin to notice the room around you. Notice the sounds. Notice the surface that is beneath you. Maybe move your fingers and wiggle your toes. And when it feels right, gently open your eyes. Thank you for being here with me. I may not know exactly what is coming next, and maybe you don't either, but for today, we can release the pressure of having the whole thing figured out. Maybe we can trust ourselves enough to take the next honest step. I would love to know your answer to this question. What would trusting yourself look like in this season of your life? Comment down below. Take care of yourself this week. Welcome back to yourself. And here's to Owning Monday.